shall be trapped here. I shall burrow down like a little bunny rabbit. And I shall only come out for snowball fights.
Your damn Crinkum Crankum. I can't do without it.
I've been thinking.
Don't strain yourself.
You should marry.
Why?
You need a wife.
Well, you're a wife. I'll have you.
If you marry, you might keep this place.
What, by finding some golden dolly and ennobling the dirty puddle of her mercantile blood?
No. A girl of equal rank, only not in debt, like us. There is a further reason, not just the money. I shall be having another child.
Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth.
You remember well.
Did you ever meet my nurse, May Gray from Aberdeen?
I believe I saw her once.
She beat scripture into me. A few months with May Gray and you remembered every word of it.
I'm sure she was just doing her job, fitting you for adult life.
Yes. I expect that's why she used to take her clothes off, get into my bed and make me spend in her hand. All part of the training.
Did she?
Yes. She'd thrash me in the daytime and toss me off at night. I have ever since then had a curious gloss on matters biblical. I must have been about 9, I suppose.
You poor lamb. I bet you were scared.
I was scared. And I was thrilled.
Lady Charlotte Leveson Gower has refused you.
You?
Mercer Elphinston you will not consider.
Eats like a horse. Couldn't afford her.
Which leaves us with Annabella Milbank.
What? The Princess of Parallelograms? She'll want to barter for my soul.
I don't think that would do any harm, would it? Did you write?
Yes. Very beautiful letter. I neither wish you to promise or pledge yourself to anything. I merely wish to learn if there's a possibility.
Good morning, Mrs. Lee.
Good morning, Pledger.
The post, my love.
Well?
It is from Miss Milbank.
Does she accept?
Never rains but it pours, does it?
We are going to bake the cake, Papa.
Oh, can't eat cake. Doctor's orders.
The wedding cake.
Ah, the poetic wedding cake. Splendid. I was thinking of composing an epithalamium in his honour.
You will no doubt be thrilled.
Of course, it might assist me in my labours if I knew a little more about him.
Well, his last work, The Corsair, sold 10,000 copies on the day of publication.
Won't go short of a guinea, then.
Oh, no, he won't take payment for his verses, Papa. It is beneath a gentleman, he says. You see, in secret he is the zealous friend of all the finer feelings. But in society, he tries to disguise the best points of his character. So he is continually making the most sudden transitions from good to evil and from evil to good. I have heard him describe himself as half dust, half deity. It's fascinating.
But does the fellow shoot?
Miss Elphinston. How is your appetite?
For what, my lord?
Why, for lobster salad and champagne.
Food. Who cares for food? I had half a hope your inference was indelicate.
I fear you are too late for that. Who is that?
Oh, that's Shelley. Miss Shelley. On the scrounge for money. Got sent down from Oxford, apparently.
For what?
Atheism.
It is your sister. Mystery woman. You were alone with her at Newstead. Besieged her farm when her husband was away. It is your sister, Augusta Lee.
Half-sister.
Have you entirely lost your wits?
On the contrary, I am only...
You may not consort with your sister. It is a thing abhorrent to persons of taste.
Standard practice in ancient Greece.
We're not in ancient Greece, we're in Mayfair. What are your feelings towards Mrs. Lee at the present moment?
At the present moment, half good, half diabolical.
What do you propose to do?
I propose to run off with her abroad. However, my sister is not so delinquent as I. She will not abscond. And so I am shortly to be married to Annabella Milbank. I am only doing it for the pleasure of calling you aunt.
That is not a sound basis for marriage. Marriage is a holy bond.
I confess I find it hard to accept your authority on the subject, Lady Melbourne. Good evening.
I saw Byron.
He has settled on your cousin from Yorkshire. Good. Marriage will be his salvation.
Oh? I cannot see him pulling with a woman who goes to church punctually, understands statistics, and has a rotten figure. Can you?
I thank you very much for your suggestion on religion. But I must tell you, at the hazard of losing whatever good opinion you have of me, that it is a source from which I never did, and believe I never can, derive comfort. Why I came here, I know not. Where I shall go, it is useless to inquire. In the midst of myriads of living and dead worlds, stars, systems, infinity, why should I be anxious about an atom?
But I will read what books you please, hear what arguments you please. You shall be my guide, philosopher, and friend.
And does he say he loves you?
Oh, yes, he says that. Somewhere.
And when does he set out?
He will set out today. Mama, he's setting out today.
Hobby, would you mind spending Christmas in Cambridge?
Cambridge?
You've no objection, have you?
But they expect us at Seaham House.
Well, the Princess of Parallelograms can square some roots while she waits. Gus.
Colonel Lee.
My respects.
You are welcome, my lord.
There is no racing, then?
At Christmas? No, no. We husbands must return home sometime.
I am on my way to get married.
Congratulations.
I must, of course, reform thoroughly. My betrothed is such a good person that, in short, I wish I was a better.
Go to Yorkshire. You must.
It is the purest folly. How can I marry this girl?
I do not possess you. I have no desire to possess you. I simply want you to be happy.
Only you make me happy.
Once knew a fella, but he was a vintner. Took 16 days to travel from London to Norwich. Ran into a party at Chelmsford, apparently, who hailed from the Low Countries. Importunate little tramp she was, too. And in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, he's on the dock at Harwich.
Very decent place.
Devilish hot.
Yeah, it's half the coal mines in Yorkshire.
Miss Milbank. It is a long time since we met.
At last.
Society must advance, my lord, surely.
Society never advances beyond a certain point. Look at us now, Reverend. Retrograding to the dull, stupid old system in Europe, putting kings back on their thrones. We ran so far and then turned back.
We ran nowhere in England, as best I may recall.
Lord Byron is a great champion of Bonaparte, Lady Milbank.
That filthy little bandit? Impossible.
It may be affectation, naturally.
Not at all. Any devotion to a noble cause I admire. Give me a republic or a despotism of one, like ancient Rome, rather than the ridiculous muddle of 2s and 3s we have here.